Good morning, everybody. Welcome, Courtney.
Welcome. Hello. Good morning. Happy Wednesday.
It is Wednesday,
Yeah.
another beautiful Wednesday. Why? Because it's another day above ground.
Yes. Yes.
Yes,
Yes. Sun is
yes.
shining. It is it's a date to get up. It's hump day. Get over your hurdle. So, whatever you're struggling with, go do that now. So, you have an awesome rest of your week. And
Hump the
yeah.
hurdle on hump day.
Yes. Yeah. I still
Hump
haven't come
the
up with a
hurdle
catchy
on
name, y'all. I'm struggling with that one, but
hump the
I
hurdle on
like the
hump day,
weekly habit,
everybody.
though.
It is a
Yes.
good one. It is a good one.
Yes.
Well, here we are, Force for Growth Live. I need to change the banner to reflect the new name. But it's all good. Remember, you can go subscribe to the podcast, our YouTube channel, by visiting forceforgrowth.com and link to all of our social media. And what
Yes.
is today's topic, Courtney?
It is our self-talk check-in, or AKA stop using lazy phrases and lazy words. And
Ooh.
we're going to break that down some. And hey, Michelle. So, but why does it matter? I wanted to give my opinion, but I'm curious because Ricardo always adds more of a scientific and more of a woo-woo. But hey, we're here. Okay, so it's like the comparison I always make is that that's why they call it spelling, because you're casting a spell. So if you think about it, whenever you talk to others, you talk to yourself, that whether you're typing a text, typing an email, talking out loud, or just talking inside your head, you're casting energy. So there's a lot of force behind whatever you say, for good, positive, or neutral. So we're going to break that down with the most common kind of red flags or ones at the top of the list. I feel like this could be a series. But why is it important, Ricardo? Self
Well,
talk check in.
here's the thing. Whatever you say is a reality. It's a reflection of your innermost mood, thoughts, and how you feel about yourself. So
Yes.
whatever you say is really how you feel about yourself. If you're all doom and gloom, you're most likely doom and gloom on the inside. Here's one to think about. Remember when the meme started coming out where you could make your own little thing with catchphrases and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and people were posting them, and they would post them like getting beat up from their day or like all down. And I started to wonder, is this a reflection of how they see themselves? If you're posting an emoticon meme person cartoon, I forget what they're called, emoji
Avatar
meme
thing.
avatar thing about yourself that's getting beat up with black eyes because you had a rough Monday, or because you had a rough day, or you're getting punched in the face. Is that really how you feel about yourself?
Yeah.
I get it that it's fun and that it's cute and there might be that side to it, but I believe there's also some reality to how you feel about yourself is what you put out there.
Yeah. I think there's healthy humor in looking back at your day and poking fun at yourself instead of taking it lighthearted. But there's very easily you can go to the other side. And it's just the common things that you hear people say, like, oh, I'm so stupid, or oh, like, I'm so retired. Like, these things just roll off the tongue and it's like, stop.
Stop it.
So, you personally have been my ref over the last few years, and just like pointing out the verbiage and like, don't say that. And, it comes off different in the call. But at this point, on our call, especially, it's kind of like, whoa, 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 slow down. What'd you say? Whenever anyone kind of newer pops in and we have a few red words. I was going to call them red flags, but I guess let's call them red words. That just they're disempowering. I
They
think you
don't
summed it
work.
up. They don't work.
They don't work.
They're lazy and they justify things that don't need to be justified, or it's your ego trying to justify to you that you're not lazy. No, it's
Mm,
okay, this happened, or this and this, when sometimes you just need to tell yourself, no, I'm being lazy, get up, do it, it needs to
get
be
it.
done, and that mood will pass. Like, don't focus on it being a crappy day. It's a moment. Don't hold on to it for the rest of the 24 hours. It was a moment.
All right, real
Breathe.
quick.
Yes.
Michelle Martini, our
Yes.
co-host here, says, "But what comes out of the mouth proceeds from the heart, and this defines a person."
Yes. That's great.
Mic drop.
Yep. Yep. Thank you,
Even though
Michelle.
she's not here, she's still dropping knowledge all over our heads.
Michelle's just dynamite. Oh, we
Knowledge
love you,
bombs.
Michelle.
Thank you,
Yes.
Michelle.
I
All
love that.
right.
She's not here, so we can talk about her.
Yeah.
Um,
What's our first
okay.
word? Our first word. Our first one.
Try.
Try.
Try it,
Try.
guys. Okay, just stop. Just stop. But I did it too. Okay. I was an addict too. It's okay. I it sums it up for me the day I heard try implies failure before you ever start. So at that point, every time I used it afterwards, it was kind of like dishonoring myself before I ever gave myself a chance. And so when I saw it like that and gave it that meaning, I was like, oh no, I gotta stop. But try. What is your
You
take on try?
you can't try.
Right.
Like Yoda says, either you do or you do not do. There is no try. But you physically are not capable of trying. For those of you watching right now, for those of you tuning into the podcast, the audio version or the YouTube or whatever, look for a pen or something around you. You do this with me, Courtney.
Okay.
Try, put it down. Now try to pick it up. Try to pick it up. You're picking it up. Now you're not picking it up. Try to pick it up.
Okay. I give up.
You can't. You are not capable of trying. Either you pick it up or you don't pick it up. Either you do it or you don't. You can't try to pick up the pen. So therefore, you can't try to have a good day. You can't try to make it to this thing or that thing. You can't try to whatever it is you think you're going to be able to try to.
Right.
It's not an action verb. It's almost like you're giving yourself an excuse to not do it by saying, I'm going to try.
It's like the pre-excuse.
Ooh, yeah. You're staging the excuse. That's what this is.
Yeah.
This
Oh,
is
that's good.
you're staging the excuse by using the word try.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So just stop. That's
Yeah.
why we had to start with
stop.
that one. We
Just
love
stop.
you. Stop.
Just stop it. Just
Um,
stop it. Think about how
okay.
many times, think about when we go through this list, think about how many times you use these words throughout your day in everyday sentence, or these thoughts pop in your head. Yeah. Big one.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
What's our number
And the
two?
trick is don't judge it. Just be aware and
Yes.
change it. Don't hold on to the past. Just aware and change it. Okay. And next is can't.
Oh, man.
Can't.
Can't. Whew.
Whether you can or can't, you're right. Was that
That is
Henry
true.
Ford? I should have pulled that up.
I'm not even
He
going to
said
try
something.
to attribute it to. I don't remember. I think it is Henry Ford. I should know this. Either way,
Sorry.
you know what I go back to all the time? Kindergarten or first grade. Can't died when Can was born.
Mhm.
I
Oh,
always go back to that one. Stop saying you can't.
yeah.
Tell us why, Courtney, and then I'll tell you my thought on it.
Because it's priming. Okay. Let's back up one step. Most of the time, our cans and can'ts are defined by what other people have done. So that's another one you just need to wake up. And I'm not saying, jump off a cliff without any like protection or anything because nobody's done it before and landed. Like, don't do like stupid stuff but don't fall trap to other people's limitations. So a lot of the can'ts maybe are just because you haven't seen it done before or you don't know how it might be done. Didn't say it's impossible, but it maybe you cannot get it done right now where you're at, but it can be done, so there's just clearer words that you can use for this. But I say it's priming you for failure. It's priming you for limitations. It's priming you to box yourself in and have low self-esteem because it might start with one ability or one skill that you're telling yourself you can't. But when you do it once, it just multiplies in your body. Your cells literally hold memory and hold the words you use in your self-talk. That behind the scenes talk, is in your cells. So that's why it's mostly important. So that's why even if you think you might not be able to accomplish it right this moment, don't use the word can't, because that's a lie and that's lying to yourself. And then it just like eliminates that ability or opportunity in your brain and you never chase after it. So all that could have been as lost because you lied to yourself. And so that's how I feel about the word can't.
All right, so here it is. Here's my thoughts. All these words are dangerous, but can't is, I would say, a little bit more dangerous than some of the other words. And let me tell you why I think that. What usually precedes the word can't? What word do you usually use before you say can't?
I.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So by saying I can't, you're taking on something new to your personality. You're attaching whatever it is that you saying you can't do to your personality, to your person, as part of you. You're owning it. You're owning whatever it is that you're following that statement by. If you're saying I can't run, you're owning that and you're going to embody that as part of your personality. Do you really want to embody those words? Do you really want to embody whatever it is that you're saying that whatever you think that you can't do? It becomes part of you. And then if you say it over and over and over again, guess what? It gets ingrained deeper and deeper and deeper into your psyche, into your body, into the person that you are. This is especially bad.
Yeah.
This is one of the worst ones, especially whenever whenever it's I can't whatever. Think about the kid who says I can't think right now. Oh, and they say
Yeah.
that throughout the day in and day out.
They're affirming that. They're giving it's an incantation to them because, you know, affirmations, incantations, the reason they're powerful is because you're repeating a thought with emotion behind it. It works for the negative too. And that's where most of us are masters. And this is where it's born.
It's a big one. All right, real
Yeah.
quick, we're
Yeah.
gonna
Okay.
divert because Miss Brandy Wilson Edwards posted something.
Oh,
There
love
is
Brandy's.
power in the word yet. Example, I have not figured this out yet. I have not mastered this yet. Ooh, yet another
That's a
one.
good one, Brandy. Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah. I need to add that to my list.
that
Okay.
is a good
It's
one.
another red word. 'Cause I
Yeah.
write down
And
on the
let's
spot.
real quick, yet is another red word because it's not specified. It's such an open-ended word because yet there's no time frame. Yet could be tomorrow, yet could be next week, next
Yeah.
year, next month, 10 years, 20 years, 100 years. And as we know, a lot of things that we want to accomplish need to have a specific deadline
Hmm.
or a
Your
ballpark.
subconscious doesn't respond to generalities like that. Your subconscious, it will keep it in the future, like keep it slightly out of arm's reach from you if you keep affirming yet. So I think that's a great point.
And
Thank you.
this is something I just noticed because I have the comment up. Is yet usually prefaced by I have not?
Oh,
Because here it's I have not figured this out yet. I have not mastered this yet.
mm-hmm.
I have to think about that. I can't say that off the top of my head. But is yet usually prefaced by some kind of negative word or negative phrase like not or can't. I can't do that yet. Ah,
That's a deep one.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's something to really think about. We'll have to go back and come back with
I would
self
love to
check
see
in
some
part two.
studies on that and some psychology links and things like that too.
Yeah.
But
Or
yeah.
comment below and let us know what you think about that. But that's
Yeah.
interesting. But like this is a bad one. I have not. I have
Mm-hmm.
not, or I can't. Again, you're embodying it as part of your personality that you have not figured it out yet.
Mm-hmm.
Mm, that's a good one.
Yeah,
All right.
that
Thank you,
is. That
Brandy.
is. Yes, thank you. And then let's see. Jesse said, when people jokingly say, I can't with you right now, that's not good. And it's affirming that. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
it's
Where
definitely not a
it's,
good
we think
affirmation.
it's funny, it's humorous, it's society, it's the way but it breeds more of that.
It does. We
It's
don't
as
want to
simple
breed
as
that.
that.
Oh,
Yeah.
this next one. Whew.
Oh, you
Oh my
guys.
goodness. Oh,
Okay, so
I'm getting anxiety, Courtney. I don't wanna go off on
this
this
was
one
the one
because
that fired.
the
Okay, so Monday I mentioned to him that I think I wanted to do a topic on these type words. And when I was giving him some ideas, you guys, he looked like he was going to boil out of his seat. I was like, save it, save it. So I don't even know what's coming. I'm excited. So, yeah, hope. I, y- where does hope get you?
nowhere.
Where does hope is a transition emotion. It's meant to be very quick. Like, yes, there are dark times where hope is helpful, but it's a movement, a transition. Get you out of there. If you are sitting and hoping on your dreams and wishing and hoping and wishing and hoping, how far have you moved?
Nowhere.
Do you even know where you are? Do you even know like the GPS like point to start? No. So
Oh.
anyway, what do you think about this,
So
Ricardo?
so here's the
You
thing.
have before.
We all need hope. We need hope. Hope is a big part of spirituality. But it's not an action word. You can't hope something into reality. You can have hope and you can feel hopeful, but it's not an action word. And I think that's where people get confused. I don't know. That's where I used to get confused. And
Yeah.
that's what it started really just itching at me because I would say, I hope, I hope, I hope. I hope you have a good day, Courtney. No, Courtney, have a good day.
Yeah. It's like a buffer word, but that's what it is. It's buffering. Like you're choosing to buffer and just, I don't know. Is that a good analogy? It makes it, but
But
it's just a filler word. It's a,
I just go back to you can't wish something into existence. You can't hope something into existence. When we're fixing to get ready, and I mean, this basket delivery this year is going to look totally different with our nonprofit where we feed families in need for Thanksgiving. It's going to look totally different. But
it's gonna
I
be good.
remember when I used to hope people would show up. That's like putting it out into the ether
Yeah.
where you're totally saying, I give up. I give up on even trying to get people out here. I give up on even trying to make it happen. I'm just going to put it out there into the ether and let whatever it is take care of it and just sit here and just really, really, really hope. I'm just going to hope so hard. And if I just hope even harder and I just hope and hope and hope it's going to happen. Oh, and then when it doesn't happen, you're going to show up the next day and you're like, I don't know what happened. I hoped. I really, really hoped last night.
Yeah.
No,
Mm,
get out there and do something. Get
yeah.
out there and do something. It's it's it's
You
almost
can
like giving
hold
up.
hope and make calls. You can hold hope and do things.
Correct. But it's not an action word.
Yeah.
It's almost like you give up. When you actually I hope, it's almost like you're giving up. I hope this
Yeah.
event goes well. I hope people show up. I hope we raise this amount of money. It's so disinflating. Like, just say it to yourself.
Yeah.
I hope
It's,
blah 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 happens. Just say it. Just take a minute to say it. And how does that really make you feel?
I think deflated was a great word.
Deflated. Again, we're not saying don't have hope. We're not saying do not have hope. Hope is a great thing to experience and to have within yourself, but just remember it is not an action word.
Yeah.
You can't hope or wish something into existence.
Yeah. Yeah.
All
Okay, let's see. What do we have next? I have worry on my list.
right.
So
Break it
this
down,
one,
Courtney. I got to drink some water.
all I wrote down was all the same bullshit excuse in disguise. So worry is misuse of your imagination. I think Albert Einstein said that. And now that we've learned a lot more about the law of attraction or, psychology and really broken it down how we create the world around us or how we view it and what glasses we see the world through, worry does nothing except manifest your issues.
It doesn't.
You breathed. Good. Oh, Jesse, you're awesome. Okay. I know. I knew something good was coming there. Okay. Yeah, worry. It's just you're literally guaranteeing something won't or your fear will manifest. Don't do it.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
worried. Again, what when you say I'm worried, what is that word? I. Do you really want to be a person that is worried? Is that really one of the personality traits that you want to inherit as yourself and embody throughout your day? That you're a worried person? I don't.
Right.
I don't. Do you, Courtney?
No.
Okay,
No.
good. Good
Because I've
answer.
lived that life before. I'm not interested. It was so draining. So
It is
draining.
training.
It's just not there. And that's where you got to be careful not to fall into the trap of hope because it's technically very similar. It just looks like a positive version of it. So you need to actually get up. You need to actually do something or make, I don't know, start.
Take action. Do something.
Yeah. Start and keep going.
Start and keep going. All right.
Yes.
We got time for one more, Courtney.
Okay. So money.
Money. Oh.
Money. Okay. So
Okay.
money.
Why did this make the list? First of all, tell us why this made the list.
Okay. So this, man, Sean Murphy is just awesome. So on about a week and a half ago, I jumped on his 6:30 a.m. call, his daily awakening call, and they were talking about a lot of things, but one of the folks brought up money. And so I've started playing around with something, and I brought this up on the call where instead of calling it money, call it abundance vitality or abundance energy instead of money. So, and the reason I say that is and this is what I said on the call that inspired the conversation that taught me a lot more about this. And that's why I made the list to tell you. But like, if I tell you, hey, bring me $10,000 in cash tomorrow, okay, or else your biggest fear, that's going to have a reaction in your body. Maybe you have the money, maybe you don't, but either way, you don't want to fork it over to me in cash, right? So it just, that's what we do often in our body. Whereas if I said, hey, bring me 10,000 pieces of abundance vitality, stay with me. What happens in your body? Probably not the same fearful tension, but also it opens up the possibilities because that could be money. That could be a you know 10,000 tips on how to make money or 10,000 tips on how to inspire people or change the world. So you limit yourself when you refer to it as your only value as a piece of paper. That's a lie. So that is where the conversation went. And just a reminder, we are interviewing Mr. Sean Murphy on Friday. That's this Friday. And so you're going to want to tune in because you'll see why he's so amazing and inspiring. But yeah, so that's a big one for me because money's been a word that I've misused often and given a very negative meaning to. So it's something that I've learned in the last few years. And so right now in my life, every time I catch myself calling it money, I'm like, hey, that's abundance vitality because it reminds me that it flows. It flows. It's just energy, guys. It's
Yeah.
just energy.
I like what you just said. Do you really put your value on a piece of paper? Is that your self worth on a piece of paper? And I mean, just the thought about talking about money sometimes just makes me cringe. Like,
Hmm.
I don't like talking about money. But I
Yeah.
think that's scarcity mentality also creeping in.
Yeah. And to add the technical to it, it is things like, instead of saying, oh, I'm broke, don't say that because I am broke manifests more of being broke. Whereas instead say, oh, I'm so thankful for the abundance headed towards me. I'm so thankful for the abundance I'm about to, or whatever resonates with you. But it's how you use the word money because that shows how the meaning you've attached to it. And that meaning is probably matching your bank account balance right now, if I were to put a guess on it.
So here's the thing with I am broke. I think that could go even deeper than just financial.
Oh, yeah.
At the end of the day, just be careful anything that you say I am.
Yeah.
That's a that's a big one.
Yeah. I mean, that alone is I am that which I am. And Wayne Dyer, I think, quotes that from the Bible. But anyway, it's there's such power in those words. That's why they call it spelling. You're casting a spell.
Yes.
It,
And now let me see here. Where is the quote? I should have been ready for this one because Neville Goddard,
mm,
Neville, one of the oh man, he's so good. If you haven't heard anything from Neville, it you need to. Oh, here it is. I am. Well, I can't find it. But either way, he's got some good stuff out there.
we'll have that.
We'll
We'll
have
have
that.
that
We'll,
handy
we'll have that
somewhere.
handy somewhere.
The one I
Either way,
did want to throw out just while we're on it, because I learned it about a month ago in the comeback challenge with Tony Robbins. So don't say I'm overwhelmed, say I'm maximized. I
I'm
love that. So
maximized.
anyway, I thought that was worthy. But yeah, just stop justifying your excuses to yourself. We love you. Get up,
Yes,
act. It'll be great.
it will be great. Just be careful with the I ams. So I think that's all we have for you guys today. And make sure you go and visit forceforgrowth.com to subscribe to our YouTube channel, our audio podcast, watch the replays, all that kind of good stuff on
All your favorite
forceforgrowth.com,
platforms.
all your favorite platforms. And here pretty soon, next week, we're going to announce a special partnership with audible.com where
Whoop, whoop.
you'll be able to get 2 free audiobooks if you're not a member of Audible. So be on the lookout for that link and address to get more information on that. Excited about that one because we
Yes,
we love
yes.
us some Audible.
Yes, that is awesome. So,
Love some
and be
audiobooks.
sure to tune in on Friday. Trust us, you do not want to miss this.
Friday is Mr. Sean
Yes.
Murphy.
Yay.
So we'll be back Friday at 9:15 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
Have a great day, everybody, and we'll see you then.
Bye.
Bye.